Hey folks, the transition from DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to DJI Osmo Pocket 4 is less about reinvention and more about refinement, but in typical DJI fashion, those refinements are carefully targeted at real-world usability rather than just spec sheet upgrades. At a glance, the two cameras look almost identical, continuing the compact, pocketable gimbal design that has defined the series since the original model. The Pocket 4 is slightly heavier, but not enough to affect portability, and the familiar rotating touchscreen and integrated gimbal system remain as intuitive as ever. DJI has subtly improved the interface by adding two new physical buttons near the screen, including a customizable shortcut and a zoom toggle. These additions sound minor, but in practice, they reduce friction when shooting, especially for quick, one-handed operation. The joystick also sees a meaningful improvement, shifting from a fixed speed input to a variable one, which makes camera movements feel more precise and cinematic. It's one of those changes you don't notice on paper but immediately feel in use. Another thoughtful hardware upgrade is the addition of pogo pin connectors on the gimbal head, allowing accessories like a magnetic fill light to draw power directly from the camera. It reinforces DJI's growing ecosystem approach, where accessories feel like extensions of the device rather than afterthoughts. Under the hood, the Pocket 4 builds on an already strong foundation. Both cameras feature impressive stabilization and DJI's well-known Active Track system, but the newer model introduces Active Track 7.0, which is noticeably more stable and reliable. Tracking subjects feels smoother and more locked in, especially during movement, and it becomes even more useful in scenarios like live streaming or using the camera as a webcam. Storage is another area where the Pocket 4 makes a decisive leap forward. Unlike the Pocket 3, which relies entirely on external microSD cards, the newer model includes a generous 107 gigs of internal storage. This alone removes a common friction point, particularly for casual users or those who don't want to worry about carrying cards. Combined with significantly faster data transfer speeds, it makes the overall workflow, from shooting to editing, noticeably more efficient. Battery performance is slightly improved thanks to a larger capacity, but real-world usage still depends heavily on shooting modes. High-end features like 4K at 240 FPS and Active Track can drain the battery quickly, meaning power users may still want spare batteries or bundle options. Image quality is where expectations were already high, given how impressive the Pocket 3 was. The upgraded 1-inch sensor and improved dynamic range on the Pocket 4 deliver sharper detail, better color accuracy, and stronger low-light performance. However, this is more of an evolution than a dramatic leap. The Pocket 3 already produced excellent, smooth footage with pleasing colors, so while the Pocket 4 refines this further, the difference won't always be night and day unless you're shooting in challenging conditions like low-light or high-contrast scenes. The addition of 4K 240 FPS slow motion is one of the standout upgrades. It opens up creative possibilities that simply weren't available before, and importantly, it maintains good stability and color quality even at those high frame rates. For creators who rely on slow motion footage, this alone could justify the upgrade. Gesture control is another new feature that adds convenience, allowing users to start recording or trigger tracking with simple hand movements. For photography, both devices are capable, but neither is designed to replace a dedicated still camera. The Pocket 4 has a slight edge in detail and processing, but the improvements are incremental rather than transformative. Audio performance remains solid across both models, with built-in microphones doing a respectable job of reducing wind noise and capturing voices clearly. However, as with the Pocket 3, serious creators will benefit from pairing the camera with DJI's external microphones for more professional results. Ultimately, the Osmo Pocket 4 feels like a polished, more capable version of an already excellent device. It improves usability, adds meaningful features like internal storage and advanced slow motion, and refines tracking and image quality without disrupting what made the Pocket 3 so appealing in the first place. Whether it's worth upgrading depends largely on how you use your camera. If you value enhanced tracking, built-in storage, and advanced video capabilities, the upgrade makes a lot of sense. But if you already own the Pocket 3 and are satisfied with its performance, it remains a highly capable tool that still holds up remarkably well. Thanks for watching. What do you think about this comparison? Write your opinion in the comments. Have a nice day, and God bless you.